my role on this team. I've got to be aggressive. We're seeing aggressive PG early on.
I like the defense. Except he got Dwyane Wade in a position where he could get in the paint.
Miles guarding Wade. Here comes Wade inside the ball fake and draws the foul. And how many times have we seen teams get out to big? As Whiteside averages 4 per game. Bosch has it. He's been a good three-point shooter. That's inside the arc. And Bosch hits the free throw. Hits the field goal. Hill the rebound.
Shooter think, if I don't get the first one, I got a good chance on the next one. But C.J. Miles didn't quite get it. Watch the lob.
Here's Wade. Pounds it down.
Yeah, I can see Dragic looking at D. Wade. Frank Vogel wants to take the crowd out of the game. And he makes the call. After the miss by Miles, they ran out.
We have a very good Hendricks Regional Health.
But you gotta keep Wade in front of him.
Rebounded by Bosch.
Then nobody got back. Everybody's standing there watching the play. You can't afford to do that. And Monte says it was his fault because he missed the shot. He's playing point guard. Can't get it.
Basket and a foul. Wade got Mahimi in the air after he spun on Paul George.
That was just a heck of a move.
5 of 9 from 3, 7 of 15 from the field. Wade
somehow made that shot. What the Pacers have done is put Glenn Robinson on Dwyane Wade to take some of the pressure off of Paul George to have to guard to give Monte Ellis a break.
Here's Wade. Missed it, takes a tumble, and fouled by Jordan Hill.
He is the only offense they have on the floor.
Wade looks baseline, and Stuckey got him.
Yeah, he got Stuckey to get it, but they were trying to run.
Tie it for the first time.
Oh, they got Paul George on that one. Push. I don't know how he could have pushed it.
Here's Wade. Has it crawl across the rim, 23. Bosch catches.
Oh, boy,
no, it's
it.
Wade.
He at the basket. He got to the basket.
It reminds you of the playoffs 3 or 4 years ago.
No doubt. I mean, Wade makes a heck of a move. He gets it. They had Paul George on him, but he's able to get back to the rim and get a layup.
Dwyane Wade gets to the basket and ties it another look.
He gets it, gets to the rim, the help comes over. You're trying not to foul, so Stuckey stays out of the way. Boy, they come at you so quick on that play. If you're not talking.
Count it and a foul. 3-point Miami lead.
And Dwyane Wade has become such a problem off those screen and rolls that he gets into the screeners, defenders so fast they have not been able to react. This is Jordan Hill. Watch, he gets into him, and Jordan Hill from there is reacting. Wade showing some incredible body control. They're going to try to get a quick one.
Here's Paul George in the corner for 3 off the back of the iron, and the Heat come back and get the win.
Anticipating that they were going to double team, they threw it to Paul in the corner.
If you are going to play an overtime game after back-to-back, you might as well win it at home. So much to get to in this one, so much happened. First of all, let's talk about that last play to get this game to overtime. First things first, Chris Bosh gave you a 31-point night, if not a little bit more. But those 2 screens he gave you to get to the basket, were those huge?
Oh, big. You know, we played that game. And at that time, it's me, him, or Goran. You know, whoever's running that pick and roll, Chris is a great target, you know, to have. And, you know, the defense sometimes cheats to him, and you have to read it. And I was able to get to the paint a few times and make a couple of things happen.
Did you know at the end of regulation that you were going to go and go right to the rim?
Yeah, I said I was going to the basket. I told everybody I was going to basket, and if they would have collapsed and I had enough time, I would have kicked it for a 3. But I had a lane, and you know, I didn't want to settle for a jump shot. You know, I wanted to be aggressive and take it all away, and I got a good lane and was able to make a nice little finger roll there.
Looked like a playoff finish, I remember, once against the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
The defense you all played on these inbounds at the end, obviously with you kind of freelancing and being able to make a decision on where you wanted to impact with intensity, what was critical there?
Well, Paul George was Paul George tonight. Making big shots. They was going to him down the stretch. So, you know, I got to give Winslow and Lou credit for just putting their bodies on them all night and wearing them out a little bit. it allowed me to be off the ball and do what I do best, is kind of, mess things up. But, our bigs did a great job of, being there and trying to make the shots tough. They made some big shots tonight. This was a great Eastern Conference basketball game. It felt like a playoff game. So I'm glad we found a way to pull it out.
For the 7th time this year, you guys have come back from down double digits.
Yeah.
I asked you last night if you like the way you are playing now,
Yes.
the most, maybe even more than when you're winning more consecutive games. What is it about that you're seeing that's forming now?
It's a trust factor, especially when you get down big in games, you're able to come back. You gotta have trust in each other. So we're finally getting that trust that we've been talking about. We're getting our rotations down, which it took a little while to do, and we got that confidence that we are a good team, and no matter what the game is, whether we're on the road or at home, we keep fighting. And whether it's back-to-backs, whether it's 4 and 5 nights, we've proven that we can play and we can fight. So that's good, for this young team to see.
Dwyane, thank you for keeping it dynamic on a Monday.
Did I put the Dwyane Wade playing back-to-backs to rest yet? Is that to rest?
No more questions.
Put it to sleep.
He's gone. You have been instructed. No more back-to-back dialogue. Let number 3 walk down that hallway. Proud and prancing even a little bit. 103-100 the final, and a couple of reasons how it happened. Oh, no, you can get it on the good foot, D. Don't worry. First of all, to end regulation. Mindset in place. Decision already made. And to overtime you go. And then to define the victory in overtime. Just a 3-point margin. This, my friends, was critical. In all, 27 from Dwyane Wade, just enough to settle the issue in overtime.